I like the morning. It's quiet, and around here at least, it's usually a little bit foggy or a little bit misty. It's amazing to hear the rain coming. I can literally hear it move through the trees and over my house. Usually one of the first things I do when I get outside is I walk the field just to see what's different, what I didn't notice the day before. If anything has changed overnight, which happens, and then just get to work with whatever that day's tasks are. My day doesn't end until the sun starts to go down. In farming, it doesn't matter that you've been out there for 12 hours and you're tired and you still have 100 feet you have to plant or weed or whatever it is you need to do. You just gotta do it. There's no such thing as a day off. So I was born in northern Minnesota. My parents and my grandparents were farmers. Before I started farming, I would say it was a little bit romanticized. But there are stories my dad has told me of losing all the crops to flooding multiple years in a row, and then the last flood, when they lost everything, the hog barn also burned down and killed all the pigs. I had a job, a standard 8 to 5, Monday through Friday job, and then I got laid off. I had one day where I was really upset about it and then realized it was my opportunity to do something different. I moved out here and the trees were full of car tires, bus cushions, burned out vehicles, vehicle parts everywhere. They were basically running a chop shop. I took a soil sample into an accredited lab and had them run a basic soil test. And it was as I suspected, the pH was low and it was going to need a lot of amending, but I felt like we could still do it. I started Spoken Leaf Farm last year, just a 1/4 acre, growing a variety of vegetables, lettuces, various greens, potatoes, cucumbers, tomatoes, and some flowers. I farm veganically very much from an ethical standpoint. I want to provide customers with food that's been produced with as minimal interference as possible and with a real eye towards the environment and labor. Being vegan for 20 years, there was no way I could do it differently. To me, it's the bottom line. Last year was very challenging with the heat. We had multiple days in a row over 100 degrees. I lost all my lettuce. Lettuce just doesn't survive heat like that. Gophers took out all my parsley, some of my basil, a lot of my celery. I got robbed 6 weeks after I moved in. They took all my tools and gear, and I had 3 bikes and they took all of them. It was heartbreaking. I have a car and a truck, and due to their age, they break down a lot or they just have problems. It's kind of interesting to learn how to do some of these mechanical things I never thought I would do. I never thought I'd learn how to change a water pump or change struts in a car or anything like that. So from that aspect, that's been good, but it was very challenging and continues to be. Sometimes I don't leave the property for 4 or 5 days at a stretch. So yeah, it gets a little lonely. I think I'd be lonelier without all the animals around. I have 6 rescue goats, and they had been so neglected that they were eating each other's hair just to stay alive. So I built an enclosure for them and a shed. I have my dog Mudge and 2 cats. They talk in their own way. They make up my furry family. I've had the question a couple of times, where's your husband? And they're always surprised. I'm like, no, it's just me, So that's a little challenging. It's that still that sexism that exists, that it's got to be the guy who's doing it, and it's not true anymore. It's hard work. It's hard physically, it's hard emotionally. You do it because you can't imagine doing anything else. I would not give up living here. I love that sense of freedom.